Have you ever felt that your life is being pulled in directions that don't align with your true self? As we grow older, the expectations and demands from others can become overwhelming, quietly rewriting our priorities without our consent. This phenomenon can lead us to a crossroads where we must reevaluate our boundaries. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But what happens when others begin to impose their desires on you? In this video, we will explore 5 common requests that people often make, which can disrupt your peace and hinder your personal growth. It's essential to recognize that anything disturbing your tranquility is not worth your time. By understanding this, you can reclaim your life and begin to prioritize your own happiness. So, take a moment to reflect on your own boundaries and prepare for the insights that will follow. Let's dive in and discover how to protect your peace in a world full of demands. As we navigate through life, it's common to encounter situations where we feel compelled to pick up burdens that don't belong to us. Initially, stepping in to help someone in distress may seem like a noble act. However, this kindness can quickly transform into an unhealthy pattern of obligation. You might find yourself consistently rescuing others, believing that your support is essential to their well-being. But here's the truth: caring does not mean carrying the weight of others' problems. This cycle can lead to emotional exhaustion, where you become the glue holding everything together, not because it's your responsibility, but because others have come to expect it. The more you take on these burdens, the further you drift from your own needs and aspirations. It's vital to recognize that your peace is paramount. By learning to say no to these requests, you reclaim your time, energy, and sense of self. Reflect on your experiences. How often have you found yourself trapped in this cycle? Let's explore how to break free and protect your own well-being. Lending money to friends or family can be a tricky situation, especially when the request comes without a genuine emergency. Often, you may feel a sense of obligation to help, particularly when someone you care about asks for financial assistance. However, it's crucial to understand the emotional weight that accompanies such requests. When someone asks for money, it's not just about the financial transaction. It often involves unspoken expectations and pressures that can lead to feelings of guilt. Many people assume that since you're family or close friends, you should automatically help. But consider this: lending money can disrupt your financial stability and peace of mind, especially if the person is not facing a real crisis. It's essential to maintain your financial boundaries and recognize that it is not selfish to protect your hard-earned resources. Instead of erasing your financial security to bail someone out of their poor choices, prioritize your own well-being. Reflect on your experiences with financial requests, and remember that you have the right to say no when necessary. Family conflicts can be incredibly challenging, often pulling you into emotional turmoil even when you wish to remain neutral. It's common for family members to pressure you into mediating disputes, expecting you to resolve issues that are not yours to fix. The moment you find yourself caught in the middle of a conflict, it can feel like you're being thrust into a role you never wanted. While playing the peacemaker may seem noble, it often leads to emotional exhaustion and strife. When you try to mediate, you risk becoming a target for blame from all sides. The emotional fuel you expend in trying to keep the peace can deplete your own well-being, leaving you drained and frustrated. Imagine being asked to choose sides in a dispute over something as personal as your family home, a place filled with your memories and emotions. It's crucial to recognize that some battles are simply not yours to fight. Instead of trying to mend broken relationships, focus on nurturing your own emotional health and happiness. Let others resolve their conflicts while you prioritize your journey towards joy and self-discovery. Have you ever felt the pressure to change your identity to please someone else? It often starts subtly at a comment here, a suggestion there. Someone might tell you, you shouldn't wear that, or you should listen to different music. Although these remarks may seem harmless, they carry a deeper implication: the desire for you to conform to someone else's expectations. This is not just a casual request. It's an act that undermines your authenticity and individuality. Your unique identity is shaped by years of experiences, choices, and personal growth. When others attempt to redefine who you are, they threaten the very essence of your being. It's vital to recognize that being true to yourself is not stubbornness. It's a fundamental component of your mental and emotional health. The journey of self-acceptance is ongoing and requires courage to stand firm against external pressures. Remember, you are not a trend to be altered for someone else's comfort. Embrace your true self and don't let anyone dictate how you should express your identity. Your authenticity is your strength. Never trade it for someone else's approval. One of the most insidious forms of manipulation in relationships is when someone expects you to prioritize their emotions over your own. This often manifests in phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would do this," or "Please don't make me uncomfortable." What these statements truly express is a demand for emotional control, where your happiness is sacrificed to maintain someone else's sense of ease. This dynamic creates an unhealthy imbalance, turning your emotional world into a performance where you exist primarily to cater to the needs of others. It can lead to feelings of resentment and confusion, as you may find yourself constantly adjusting your behavior to avoid upsetting someone else. Remember, your joy and feelings are just as valid as theirs. It's essential to establish boundaries and recognize that maintaining your emotional well-being is not selfish. It's necessary. You deserve to live authentically and make choices that bring you happiness, even if they disrupt someone else's comfort. Embrace the right to prioritize your own emotions and reclaim your peace in relationships. As we wrap up our discussion on the 5 requests that can disrupt your peace, it's crucial to reflect on the common theme running through each of these points: the importance of protecting your boundaries. The requests to carry burdens, lend money, mediate conflicts, change who you are, and prioritize others' emotions can all chip away at your sense of self and inner tranquility. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards reclaiming your life. Take a moment to consider who in your life has made these requests of you. Have you found yourself saying yes out of obligation or guilt? It's time to challenge these dynamics and ask yourself why you feel compelled to comply. Remember, you're not obligated to be a lifeline, a bank, or a therapist for anyone. Your peace and well-being are vital, and establishing boundaries is a form of self-care. Embrace this journey of self-discovery and prioritize your own happiness. Let's move forward together, committed to protecting our peace and honoring our true selves. As we conclude this journey through understanding the 5 requests that can disrupt your inner peace, I invite you to take action. Reflect on what you've learned today and think about how these insights can apply to your life. It's essential to recognize that your well-being deserves to be a priority. And by setting boundaries, you create space for your own happiness and growth. I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these requests resonated with you the most? Have you experienced similar situations in your own life? Your experiences are invaluable, and engaging with others can foster a sense of community and support. If you found value in this discussion, please like this video and consider subscribing to stay updated with more content that nurtures personal growth and emotional well-being. Let's continue this journey together, committed to protecting our peace and celebrating our authentic selves. Remember, your voice matters, and together we can create a space of understanding and empowerment. Thank you for being part of this conversation.